That is Mary Scholz, a singer-songwriter from LA with roots in PA. She just performed live before the break. Now she's with us right now to talk to us, and we get to meet you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you for, and this is, for our viewers out there, I find musical guests different ways. A lot of times they write in, but I was walking into Westchester University, I found your flyer, and I was like, checked out your website, and I was like, we should ask her to be on. She lives in Los Angeles, but maybe she'll come back at some point, and you did.
I did indeed.
Your family's from PA.
Yes, my family's in the Philadelphia area. My dad is from New Cumberland, and I have aunts and uncles in Mechanicsburg, and so we spend a lot of holidays here.
Yeah, and you had to, and you're coming back on tour through here.
Yes.
How long have you been touring?
Oh, about 10 years.
About 10 years.
10 years, not straight.
Not straight. So you've taken some time off?
Yes, yeah, definitely. But 10 years about, you know, up and down the East Coast and around the country. And I got to do my first European tour last year.
That sounds like fun.
Which was really great.
Where'd you do it?
I was in England and Ireland and in France.
That's awesome. Did you get a good response there?
I did.
From the people?
It was really great. The people were wonderful and a lot of great shows, and I hope to get back soon.
How long have you been playing music? I mean, when did you start?
Oh, I mean, I started singing when I was little. We did all kinds of family music things, and probably when I was about 3 is when I started singing. And I started playing the guitar when I was in high school and in college. I started playing open mics and shows and putting my music out there, kind of little feeler things, and then I started touring after I graduated. So. And
you never thought, but you just went solo? You never thought band? Were you ever part of a band?
Well, you know what? I do sometimes have a band, depends on where I'm playing. I'm going to be in Pittsburgh tomorrow night, and I have a bunch of musicians who will be joining me on stage there. And when I'm in LA, I have a few fantastic musicians that join me. So, and Philly as well. It kind of just depends on where I am.
We've had musicians obviously here that have been in the Nashville scene.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had a lot in the LA scene. So what's the LA scene like for musicians?
Oh, I mean, the LA scene is great. There's just so many fantastic musicians. There's a ton of great venues and people who have just played all over the world, and kind of, you know, you can run into people who have written those hit songs you hear on the radio at just some random venue when you're just hanging out chatting, and it's really great.
Yeah, you don't get that around here. Like, you usually don't see too many famous people just sitting drinking coffee. Real quick, the song you sang before the break live was about the Orlando shootings.
Yes.
You sat down with pen and paper and decided to write this. Why did it touch you, or what inspired you?
There's been a whole lot. Over the past few years, especially, there's been a lot in the way of these really awful events, mm-hmm. And that one, that one just seemed to hit me in a specific way. It just was very upsetting, and my friends in Orlando, and I just needed to sit and write about it. And what I wanted to do was kind of convey that image of being at these candlelit vigils, to mourn the loss of our friends and our loved ones, and how these keep happening, and not being able to be there myself. It was my way of kind of being present and showing support for those who are going through loss.
Like I said, when you performed, it was just beautiful. It was real touching.
Thank you.
And we can see, just real quick, just put up our information, we can see you coming up here in Philadelphia, and that's at the Tin Angel.
Yes, on Sunday.
And on Sunday. So get out and see Mary. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we'll be right back with our Author Spotlight.